Today we're talking about special ad audiences, but more specifically, the special ad audiences that actually work because they're not cut from the same cloth. So if you're running ads in the special ad category, which consists of ads that have to do with credit, employment, housing, social issues, and elections, this video is for you. So be sure to stay to the end where I give you the one thing that will drastically reduce your ad spend. Hey, it's Jaime. If you're just meeting, welcome to the channel that brings actionable content to grow your business through online marketing. So if that sounds beneficial, consider subscribing. Alright, so since we're talking about the special ad audiences, first let's understand what Facebook is saying about the topic. You can create a special ad audience to reach new people specifically when your campaign is about credit, employment, or housing. So keep in mind that this is actually outdated. The special ad category now includes the election, now includes social issues. So this is a bit behind. So just be aware of that. A special ad audience is similar to a lookalike audience. And this is where the distinction comes in because it uses online behavior similarities from the people in your source to form a new audience. Don't worry, it sounds a little bit wordy there, but I'll show you very clearly what that means. However, a special ad audience is adjusted to comply with the audience selection restrictions associated with your campaign's chosen special ad category. It won't use targeting information such as age, gender, or certain demographics, behaviors, or interests. That's the important part. This is the important part in the huge distinction between a lookalike audience and a special ad audience. From conceptually, it is applying the same type of technology. As you can see, it goes and looks for a similar behavior. However, it's taking these targeting data points out of it. So in other words, it is still going and doing what a lookalike audience is doing. However, it's taking less data points, so it's a little bit more vague. And this is going to really come into play when we get into the special ad audiences that actually work. That's why we're making this video, because as you can see, a lookalike audience and a special ad audience are not the same. So I just want to make sure that you had that understanding. So let's go over and figure out how do we even create a special ad audience. So what we're going to do now is just to get to this audience section, remember that you can log into here, either go to business.facebook.com and it's going to take you to your ads, or you can go to your personal profile and then click from the ads from there. So either the top right where there's a plus button or on the left hand side where there's a shortcut. So just wanted to give you a heads up on how to get back here. So we're at the audience section. And now what I want to show you is at this point, the special ad audience is created through here. And this is something that is new to the interface. Back in the day, and when I mean back in the day, about 6 months ago, the special ad audience was not here. You did not have the option to create the special ad audience from your audience section. That's something that you had to do when you created an ad, and you'll see how we pull out this audience once again. So if we click here and create the special ad audience, it gives you another disclaimer, giving you some information about what it includes, what it doesn't, and also committing you to not do any discriminatory practices. So there you go. Make sure that you do not discriminate, of course. So if you go to continue, this is how you're actually creating your special ad audience. If you had the good fortune of creating a lookalike audience prior to the introduction of the special ad category in 2019, then this looks very similar to you. Basically, you're creating it the same way. All that would be different would be lookalike audience. That would be the only difference instead of the special ad audience. That would be it. And when it's asking for the source, we'll get into that here in a couple of seconds. It's going to ask for either the page, it's going to ask for an audience that you've already created. So that is a source that is calling upon. So you're able to look at that one source, which is a custom audience. I know I'm throwing so much at you, but really hang in there for me. We're going to get to that part in a little bit. When it's asking for the source, it's asking for a custom audience, is asking for a page that you'll see in a little bit. So it's asking for that. And then it's going to select where do you want the what region or what countries. Basically, it's the country. So if you're in the United States, then you're going to select the United States right there. It doesn't get too myopic or too local, like to, let's say, a state, a city, or a region in the sense of within the country. So it doesn't get that molecular, but just know that it approaches it from the audience. I'm sorry, from the countryside. And then number of special ad audiences, you're just gonna leave it at 1. Audience sizes range from 1 to 10% of the combined population of your select locations. A 1% special ad audience consists of the people who share most similar, this is key, most similar online behavior to your source. Increasing the percentage creates a bigger, broader audience. So you see here, this 1% is as small as you can get. So if you have quite a few conversions, you can go to 2%, 3%, 4% if your product or your service makes sense. But for the majority of you, 1% is the max that you want to get to, because the broader that you go, again, the less reliable that this special ad audience becomes. So again, for your purposes and for what you're advertising, most of the time, it's going to be 1% where you want to be. All right, so we're going to get out of here. This special ad category, this is where you come to create. Now, I want to show you what it's actually looking at. So remember, when you go to the special ad audience, you have to go to continue, and then to asking the source. Where do you want, what data points do you want to pull from? What audiences do you want to pull from to create that special ad audience? Hey, one quick second, I'll let you get right back to the video. I just wanted to ask for one small favor. Would you mind going down to the bottom of this video and smashing like? Thanks. And it's looking here at the custom audience. It is here that the majority of the value is derived from. So this is actually the special ad audiences. This is where they come from. So this is the meat of the video. This is what is super important for you to understand, because the special ad audiences, to an earlier point, is much broader now, because they don't include the age, they don't include gender, they don't include behavior, they don't include demographics. So, which was something that we read over here, it doesn't include that. So we want to be as targeted with our custom audience, for one, which is an audience that we create. And beyond that, we want to be super targeted with our special ad audience, which is the previous screen that you saw when we went over here. So that special ad audience is gonna look right here at the custom audience that we're focused on. And the number one custom audience that you want to create a special ad audience from is your customer list. You want to upload your list onto Facebook of converted sales, of converted leads, of some meaningful action in your business. You want to upload it into Facebook so you have that custom audience, and you can retarget them and start marketing to them again if you have another product or another service to sell them. That's a big component of it. But what's even more important is that you are now able to look at that specific audience. So you're able to look at this specific audience, which is a custom audience. You're able to look at this and go out and magnify it through the special ad audience. So it's looking at these people, it's looking at the customer list of similar profiles that have similar interests, as you can see over here, has similar online behavior. It's looking at that particular audience. It's gonna go find more. So basically, in a nutshell, it's gonna take your customers that became customers or clients, it's gonna look at those, and it's gonna try and find some additional people that have the same characteristics as they do. So it's gonna go out and try to find more customers for your business. This is the first place that you want to start with the special ad audience. That's the first thing that you want to do. It's the most powerful for your business. Second, the website. This is another source that you absolutely want to draw upon. Those people that actually went to your website and did any meaningful action on it. That is what you want to look at. This is a second special ad audience that you want to create. Those that went to your website. And then also, next, the third is going to your lead form. This is another custom audience that you want to create because you're able to retarget them. But again, the value here is in the special ad audience that you create from those people that visited that form. Also, we have video. Video is another source that you can draw upon. Those people that actually looked at your video, you want to create an audience around that. And then lastly, it's a tie. It's between your Instagram account and your Facebook page. This is something that you want to create a special ad audience around those people that engage with you either on Instagram or on Facebook. You want to look back at those audiences and magnify them through the special ad audience. I know I threw out so much terminology, and hopefully I didn't change my words because it can even be confusing for me. But now that we know which custom audiences to create, which in turn lets us know which special ad audiences we can create, now we need to find where do we actually use this audience from. Like once we create this special ad audience, how do we implement that into our ads? And here is the answer. When you are creating an ad, so this is just another ad that I ran in the past, you're gonna do this at the ad set level. So when you're going through and creating your campaign for the first time, all you have to do is go into here, and when you get met at the ad set level, you're gonna pull the audience from right here. So in this case, all you have to do is click in here, and you're gonna see the special ad audience. There's none in this particular account, but when you create that special ad audience, it's going to populate right here. You select it, and then you launch your ad. So as a reminder, this is a great way to amplify those people that have already converted for you, which is Facebook is gonna go and look for similar profiles, whether that's through your customer list. Once you upload people that visited your website, that's something else that's meaningful to you. People that went to your lead form and either submitted information or didn't submit information, you're able to create both. Viewed a portion of your video, you can select any percentage, and then also an Instagram account or Facebook page interaction. This is how you amplify and scale your business. All right, so now for the one thing that's going to drastically reduce your ad spend, and that is excluding the conversions, aka the people that already became leads for you or people that actually already purchased from you. Because guess what? Unless you have something else to sell them, you don't want to advertise to them in the same campaign that you're advertising to a cold audience, somebody that hasn't given you their contact information or has given you their credit card information to purchase whatever you're selling. So by you excluding those people that have already converted for you, you're saving a ton of money because you're not trying to resell them again. Well, now that you know everything that you need to know about the special ad audiences and how to use them effectively, it's time to put them into practice. So I'll leave a video right here that's gonna help you do that. Also, if you found value today, please be sure to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And of course, make it your best day yet.